Welcome back to History of Simple Things. Today's topic comes from one of our viewers, at Astartes1000. Thanks for the suggestion. You asked, what's the real difference between a highway and a freeway? If you've ever gone on a road trip, commuted through busy cities, or even just wondered why some roads feel different from others, you've definitely encountered this question. Highways and freeways may look similar at first glance, but they serve different purposes and follow very different rules of design. So what actually separates the two? Stick around as we explore the fascinating story of highways versus freeways, right here on History of Simple Things. Let's start with highways. The word highway is actually quite broad. By definition, a highway is simply a main public road that connects towns and cities. It doesn't necessarily have to be big, fancy, or built to modern high-speed standards. Highways can take many forms. Some are multi-lane paved roads buzzing with traffic, while others are smaller, two-lane routes that wind through rural areas. Highways have been around far longer than freeways. Think about the Roman Empire, for example. The Romans built massive networks of roads connecting cities, military bases, and ports. Those were highways in the ancient sense, important routes built for travel and trade. Fast forward to today, and the concept is still the same. A highway is any significant roadway designed for public use and long-distance travel. In the U.S., the term highway includes everything from small state routes to massive interstates. So when you hear highway, it doesn't tell you much about the road's exact design. It just tells you that it's an important road that connects places. Now here's where the freeway comes in. A freeway is actually a type of highway, but unlike the broader term highway, a freeway has specific features. A freeway is a road built exclusively for fast, high-volume traffic. That means no stoplights, no cross-traffic, no intersections where cars suddenly cut across your path. Instead, traffic enters and exits through ramps, and the lanes are designed for uninterrupted flow. Essentially, a freeway is a controlled access highway. That phrase, controlled access, is key. It means the only way on or off is through designated ramps, which prevents the kind of chaos you'd get if there were driveways, pedestrians, or stop signs along the way. The whole idea is speed and safety, getting cars to move as smoothly as possible without constant stops. So while all freeways are highways, not all highways are freeways. Think of it like squares and rectangles. Every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. The freeway is actually a fairly modern invention, as cars became more common in the early 20th century. Older highways, many of them designed when horse-drawn wagons were still a thing, simply couldn't keep up. They were narrow, often cut through small towns, and weren't designed for vehicles traveling 50 or 60 miles per hour. In the 1930s, cities in the United States and Europe started experimenting with new designs for high-speed roads. The idea of limited-access highways gained traction, and by the mid-20th century, the U.S. interstate highway system became one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects in history. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, inspired partly by the German Autobahn network he'd seen during World War II, championed the construction of the interstate system. This network of freeways transformed travel in America, making long-distance driving faster, safer, and far more efficient. Now that we've set the stage, let's break down the differences more clearly. Access control. Highways may have intersections, traffic lights, pedestrian crossings, or even driveways directly connected to them. Freeways are designed to eliminate all of that. You only enter or exit through ramps. and there are no direct connections to businesses or homes. Speed and flow. Highways can vary a lot in speed. Some sections may be posted at 35 miles per hour, while others go up to 65 miles per hour. You might have to stop at lights or slow down through towns. Freeways usually have higher, consistent speed limits, commonly 55 to 75 mph, because they're designed for uninterrupted travel. Design features. Highways may be just 2 lanes, one in each direction, and sometimes even without a divider. Freeways almost always have multiple lanes in each direction, divided by a median or barrier, with on-ramps and off-ramps handling all the merging. Purpose. Highways can serve both local and long-distance travel. They're flexible and connect towns, neighborhoods, and rural areas. Freeways are built primarily for long-distance, high-speed travel with maximum efficiency. Now you might wonder, does it really matter what we call them? After all, whether you're on a highway or freeway, you're still on a road that gets you from point A to point B. But understanding the difference can actually be useful. For one, it helps you set expectations when planning a trip. If someone says, "Take the highway," you might want to allow extra time because you could hit traffic lights, slower zones, or even stop-and-go traffic through small towns. If they say, "Take the freeway," you'll know you're in for a faster, more consistent ride. Freeways are also generally safer because the controlled access design reduces the chances of collisions at intersections. On top of that, knowing the terminology gives you a clearer picture of how road systems are planned and why they're built the way they are. Understanding this difference not only clears up the confusion, but also gives you a better appreciation for the infrastructure that makes modern travel possible. And that's the story of highways versus freeways. What about you? Do you prefer the nostalgia and variety of a highway, with its roadside stops and winding routes? Or do you love the speed and convenience of a freeway that lets you just keep going without a pause? Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.